Directions. Graph the equations below. All right, y equals 3 halves x minus 3. Remember, we're going to start with the number without the x on it, so I'm going to start down at negative 3. And then from there, I'm going to go up 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. And then I will make a nice line. And there we go. I don't need a shade because there's no less than sign. All right, next one, negative 3x plus 2y equals negative 6. The first thing that I need to do is to get it to say y equals, so I'm going to add 3x to both sides. And I'll get 2y equals negative 6 plus 3x. And then I'll divide all three parts by the 2. So I'll get y equals negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3 plus 3 halves x. And again, we start with the number without the x. I'll start down at negative 3. And then from there, I'm going to go up 3 over 2. So up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2. And actually, it looks like that one turned out to be pretty much the same as number 1. All right, problem 3. Again, we want it to say y equals, so the first thing we need to do is get rid of those parentheses by distributing. So I'm going to have y plus 6 equals negative 1/2 times x is negative 1/2 x. And then negative 1/2 times negative 4 is going to be positive 2. Again, to make this say y equals, we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So I'll get y equals negative 1/2 x. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So again, we're going to start with the number without the x. So we'll start down at negative 4. And then from there, I need to go down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. So my line's going to look something like that. Right? And then x equals negative 2. Again, if the x-axis is horizontal, then an x equals is going to be vertical at negative 2. And that's all we need to do for that one. Right, problem 5. Draw a line with, first of all, a positive slope. So positive slope, I know it's going to go up as I go from left to right. So this would be a line that has positive slope. I'll label that as A. B, negative slope, which means as I go from the left to the right, the line is going to go down. So that would be B. 0 slope would just be a flat line. So I'll label that as C. And then undefined slope would be just something that if you could think we talked about we can't ski down it because it's so steep. So undefined slope is going to be a straight up and down line. That's supposed to be straight up and down. Alrighty. Okay, next problem, y equals 5. If the y-axis is vertical, y equals is going to be horizontal. So I just go to y equals 5 and make a horizontal line. Please notice on all of my lines I have been putting arrows.